Hello everyone. The purpose of this video is to show you how to use an online writing editor to improve your writing. Now, there are several options for online writing editors. I'm going to talk about Grammarly because in my opinion it is the one that does the best job. Grammarly's been around for a while and the creators continue to try to improve it. I'll mention a couple of others as I go along, but we're going to spend most of our focus on Grammarly. Grammarly will download to the Chrome browser, the Edge browser, the Firefox browser, and the Safari browser. So let's first of all take a look at how you could get Grammarly on your computer. So I'm going to go to Edge here because I already have Grammarly downloaded on my Chrome browser. Before I talk about Grammarly here, I want to note that up here on the Edge browser, you'll see that Microsoft has recently created its own grammar editor, and it's decent. It is all right. Depending on the version of Microsoft Office that you have on your computer, it may already have the Edge Microsoft editor already loaded on it. If it doesn't, you can download it onto Microsoft Office, but you can also use Grammarly with Microsoft Office. As you can see, I have the Microsoft editor here because I'm giving it a trial and kind of comparing it to Grammarly. I haven't had enough time to do that to say if I think it's better or not as good. I'm guessing I'm not going to think it's better. So all you have to do to download Grammarly, I'm not going to do it here because I don't want to put it on this browser. You're just going to say download Grammarly. There is a free version. Right now I'm using the free version. A couple of years ago I used the premium version and I didn't really think it was worth paying for, but I may try the premium version again just to see if it has gotten enough improvements that it might be worth paying. I think it's $12 a month or something like that. But anyway, the free version of Grammarly is what I'm talking about right now. And I'm telling you, if you don't download it and you don't use it or use some form of a online writing editor, you are not giving yourself an opportunity to write as well as you could. Grammar editors catch a wide variety of errors. They catch spelling errors, they catch using the wrong word, they catch proofreading errors. All of us make proofreading errors when we're typing fast. So I can't stress enough how important it is and how much you will love this if you just try it. So let's take a look now over here at my Chrome browser. And I'm going to bring this up and I'm going to bring up an email message that I've just started to create for the purpose of this video. And you can see up here that I have Grammarly. When you install Grammarly or any online writing editor on a browser, it will correct your writing errors in any electronic environment on the internet. It will correct your writing errors in email regardless of the email server you use. It will correct your writing errors on social media posts. It will correct your errors on comments on websites. Any electronic environment, the grammar editing tool will correct errors in your writing. Now, I'm not going to tell you that it will catch every single error that you make, but Grammarly is getting a lot better at catching and correcting even contextual errors. But I can tell you that it will catch proofreading errors, and it will catch a wide variety of other errors. So let's just look here, and I just made these sentences up as an example to show you. So the first one here shows you the ever-present effect and affect, and regardless of how hard some people try to learn the difference in these two, they never get it. But Grammarly is really good and knows the difference between these. So you'll see that I've used the wrong one here, and it has underlined it, and when I hover over it, it'll just say, please change it to this. Down here I have made just a proofreading error, and this is a common proofreading error that I like to make, that I'll type THAT instead of THAN. Obviously I must type THAT more often, so it will catch that and tell me you need to change this. This is a less frequent kind of error, and maybe even not as important one, but it's very good at catching hyphens and when we should need hyphens. So we should hyphenate here because we've got a double descriptor before a noun, so it knows that for us. Here is the all-present incorrect spelling of definitely, and I probably see this as a more common error in writing that I grade than almost anything, but fortunately Grammarly knows how to spell it. And Grammarly is also really good with apostrophes, and many people are not. So here I have put an apostrophe when I really needed a plural, and so I will just say that. So in this, just a few sentences, and obviously I put most of these in here by mistake, but all of us make mistakes when we're writing. Sometimes we're writing too fast, we make mistakes, and sometimes we just make mistakes because we didn't pay attention. And sometimes we make mistakes just because we didn't know any better. And when we click here, this will also do something else that's very interesting. This says that I have 2 more errors that I could get suggestions for if I had the premium edition. And again, when I used it before, these did not seem to be significant enough to pay for, but maybe they are now. But let's click on this because it will tell you how your writing might sound to your readers. And so this one says I'm assertive, imagine that, optimistic, and inspirational. This is just kind of fun to look at. All right, so that's again, it will do this in any electronic environment on the internet. Now let's look at a Word document. We are able now to integrate, and I'll show you how to do this in a minute, Grammarly with Microsoft Office documents. If you are using a version of Microsoft Office that has a Microsoft editor, you can still use Grammarly, but you may want to just try the Microsoft editor and see how that works. But up here, I'm going to click this, and this is just something that I've written. We open Grammarly here, and I'm saying here that we want to look at all issues. And so I'll come down through here, and again, I've published this on a website, so it doesn't have too many errors in it. We'll come down through here, and we'll see that it does say over here that this will be better if this has a hyphen. So if I just say this, it'll put the hyphen in for me. And that says I got some other issues that I could correct if I would try premium. And again, I may try it and see if they're right. Now let's go back and look here at Grammarly. This is my Grammarly that I have. This is my account that I've already signed into on Chrome. You can upload Word documents here and let Grammarly correct them in here, but I just download Grammarly onto my Word documents, and so I don't have to upload them. If you upload them, you do have the option of a plagiarism checker if you have the premium version. So I do suggest to students sometimes that they get the premium version so they can do the plagiarism checking. Now here you'll notice if I click here, I can install this Grammarly for Windows, which will automatically put it on all of my Microsoft Office documents. I can put it on my iPhone and my iPad, or if you happen to have a Galaxy, you can put it on that. So you can install Grammarly on lots of different devices. So coming back here again, this is simply www.grammarly.com. Download Grammarly onto all of your browsers, or whichever browsers you use most often, and I'm telling you, you will thank me. So hopefully this has been helpful for you.